Hello everyone, welcome back. Now let's do the responsive mode of website. First of all, before going to the responsive mode, I realized that this text is actually it looks nice if it's appear a little bit higher. So let's have a look at our design. Yes, look at this now. If we put it in the beginning of the section, well, it's too high, I understand. It's too close to the top. So I want to give it a margin actually. Let's see, 4.4, sorry, 5.6 is a good margin. And now it looks nicer, isn't it? Okay, now we are going to change the mode to responsive mode. Let's start from mobile, and as you can see, this is how our website look like now. You see, it's not good at all, and now this is how we want it to be look like. Okay, let's do it. Let's start from the actually hero section. As you can see in this mobile version, which I already done, in this section we have changed a lot of settings. For example, the size of the font. The size of the font in mobile version and tablet version should be different from desktop version because it looks huge here and it doesn't make sense at all. So we need to change actually this size to the size that we want, and I came up with this, not I came up again, based on the system, the design system, 3 RAM or 30 pixels for heading 1 H1 and 3.6 RAM for our actually line height. It's quite fine. And again, I align the items to the start. It can be center, it can be end, but start is more interesting, and we can see all the other objects as well. So I put it a start, but anyway I need to put 1.6 RAM or 16 pixel margin at the top. Okay, and do you remember in desktop the viewport height was about 80%, and now we changed the viewport height to 50%. We can increase or decrease, but I think for mobile 50% is quite fine. And that's it actually for this section, and we are not going to change any actually setting for images. It looks fine. Of course we can, for example, if you change the position to center left, center right, but I think center is the best position we can actually set. And by the way, I would like to tell you something about responsive settings. Whenever you want to change the setting, make sure that that setting has these responsive icons here, because some settings like this attachment, they are not responsive. They cannot set the responsive mode of attachment, for example. So make sure that the settings that you are changing has these icons. It means that yes, you can change and toggle between responsive mode and different modes. When it doesn't have, it means that if you change it now, it will apply to all versions, so desktop and tablet as well, because there is no responsive mode for this setting. Okay, this one is fine, and let's just go ahead and copy paste our style, which we already explained, to the our main page actually. Paste, and of course I want this one, copy And oh, before that, let's have a look at here. Do you remember we set the width of this widget to about 60% on desktop, but now I change it to 100%, or you can decrease or increase, and but I think 100% is okay. And yes, 100% is quite fine. And let's do the padding as well. Let's try 2 pixel on the right, 2 rem, sorry, on the right, 2 rem on the left, and it looks great now. So now again, let's copy paste the style, and of course our font size that you already know what it is. That's it. Okay, now let's go to our next section. For the next section, you see that design is completely different, the font size and the even spacing, right? So let's change the spacing. Was actually on desktop version was 9.6 on top and bottom, but on desktop, on mobile phones, it's a little bit too much spacing. 9.6 is too much, so I think 4.4 or 44 pixel is quite nice. And don't forget to add 20 pixels to the left and right as well. So I just copy this section style and paste it here. But this one, do you remember this one was our heading 2, the secondary actually heading 2, and I have changed the size of the heading to 2.4 rem or 24 pixel, and line height to 12 pixel or 1.2 rem. And as you know that we need to actually keep the visual hierarchy. For example, if the heading 1 is 30 pixel, well, definitely the heading 2 should look smaller, right? You should also respect to the visual hierarchy. So I make 2.4 for heading 2 and 1.2 for line height. And this one, the desktop version was too large, so I made it, the desktop version was actually 1.6, 16 pixel, but I made it 1.4 for the mobile version. So I copy this 1.4, paste style, and this one, paste style, and looks same, right? Okay. And this one, as you can see, they are very small, they are not visible and not nice at all. But in this version, it looks better, you know, because 50%, even if we put 2 of them in one actually row, again, it will be too small. So I decided the best choice is 1 in each row. So how do we make this design? Let's have a look at this. It's horizontal. We didn't change anything here. What we changed actually was that we made the width of the widget to 100%. Okay, let's have a look. Let's apply this to these widgets as well. As you can see, when I paste the style, they nicely then they nicely, you can see the style is applied, and I just change to 100%. And you can also of course change the direction of the section, right? It was horizontal, you can change to vertical, so they will stack on top of each other. Let's do it now, and let's see if I can change it. Let's try to change the direction and let's see if it happens. We change the direction. Yes, they track on top of each other, but they're still small. Do you remember? Because we set the widths of the widget to 25% for desktop, and it doesn't change anything until we come here and to make it 100%, right? And just go ahead, copy and paste. I mean, you can do the both way, it doesn't matter actually. Fine, any option that you choose is fine, but you need to change the width of the widget first. Let's have a look at prototype. The image is smaller. The image on desktop was, I think, 25 pixel. Now I made it 20 pixel. So 20%, sorry, 20% width of the image or the icons. So let's apply the 20% width to the icons. Great. Now it looks like this one exactly same, right? Okay, good. And I think now it's good. Of course, we could put the widths to 50%, and they would like one here and one next to two of them next to each other. But I tried already, and it looks not nice at all. So this one is I think it's the best choice for our design on mobile device. Next section, again, we can just copy and paste because we have already done this. This subtitle is repeating itself all over the design. So we just copy and paste the style, and as we do that, it pastes the mobile version style to it. Okay. And again here we can go and actually I forgot what was the size. 2.4 1.2 2.4 in size and 1.2 for line height, which I think is great. And now, okay, this one is okay, but by the way, don't forget to put because now from now on our section will have 4.4 on top and bottom instead of 9.6 for padding, because 9.6 is too much. Just let's put 9.6, and I think it's too much, I think, but 4.4 looks better. But if you like 9.6 more, please go ahead and do it. I mean, if 9.6 is what you think is best for your design, just do it. If your design have too many pictures, maybe 9.6 is great, but I think 4.4 is okay. And I have changed the look at the prototype version and look at the original version. As you can see, they are different. We need to change the settings of call to action, but call to action widget. Okay, as you can see, there is a minor, very little difference between this and this, and I want the picture cover all the page, actually from left to right, and it's easy. This one, why it happens, because look at the padding here. It has 0 padding everywhere except on button. So you make this 0 padding for top, right and left of this section. Okay, just go to this section, and for button let's make it 4.4, but left and right 0, and as you see, exactly looks same. The only difference now is that you can see the content has a lot more padding on the left, and this one is less left, because you just look at the call to action widget setting, click here, come to style, and as you see, the padding on the left and right is 2, but the padding here on our main page on left and right is not 2, is 5.6. So we change it to 2 rem or 20 pixels, and now as you can see it looks exactly same. Okay, the second section is actually repetitive, so we just paste the style. This one is also H2. We just copy because we already know. We have a lot of actually copying pasting when we are doing responsive design. And this one is also copy paste because it will exactly look like this. Yes, sorry, I paste a widget. Paste style and section, of course we need to change the padding to 0 and button to 4.4. Here also we need to change padding. Yes, it is 4.4. Okay, this next one is pricing table. As you can see, the pricing table, now each table actually covers the whole page. I mean from the left to the right. So we need to achieve this design. What should we do? Before anything else, we just change this setting because it's again repeating, and we have already explained that. Just paste a style, copy, and paste style. And for this subheading, as you see, I put for subheading 1 rem or 10 pixel margin in the button, because if we don't put it, it's too close and it doesn't look nice. So we put 1 rem or 10 pixel. Now it looks nice. Okay, so for our section, again, section is correct, 4.4 on the bottom, top, and 2 left and right. But for this one, as you can see, let me choose this one. It's actually horizontal. Now we can change it to vertical. Yes, we change it to vertical, but you can see that it doesn't stretch, right? It doesn't stretch. So what we need to do, we need to again change the setting, because we put it to 45 pixel. Do you remember? Now we change it to 100 pixel. Oh, sorry, 100%. And again 100%. And don't forget to set, we need again 4.4 in the bottom for the section. I mean for the section, 4.4 in the bottom, and 2 rem or 20 pixel for actually left and right. But there is a gap between these two tables. Where is this gap coming from? Should we put margin bottom here? No. That's why we use flexbox. Just go to your section and you see my section is now vertical, and the gap between rows I put 4.4 or 44 pixel. Let's apply this here. Let's go to our section layout, and let's put gap between rows 4.4, and it exactly looks like same, right? But there is again one more difference. The difference is that you look at this. The first table here is the single one, and this, but here we can see the first table, and I want the most popular package be shown at top. How can we change this? It's very easy. Again, the power of flexbox. Just click on the actually widget, the widget that you want to change the location. Go to advanced, look at the order here, go to order and click on start. It takes it to the top of the section, a start beginning of the section. For example, if you put it end, it brings it back to the end, and start, it takes it to the start of the section. Okay, it exactly looks like this one, and nice. Now let's go to pricing is nice. Let's go to testimonials. Testimonials, again, we need to actually copy again this style because we already know what it is. and copy this is H1, H2, paste the style. But as you can see, as again, we have two widgets here in a row, which is, it doesn't look at all good. So what we should do, again, we should go to advanced and change the width to 100. Change the width of this widget to 100%. Okay, you can just copy then and paste the style. Paste style, and paste style. You know, that easy. It's actually very easy, and all these convenience is coming from using the Flexbox. Flexbox is a very powerful tool, and as I said before, we need to change our habit of using the old way of Elementor and get changed to Flexbox as soon as possible. Even for our older websites, you can easily change them to Flexbox. Okay, now let's have a look at this gallery, photo gallery. Well, this photo gallery looks nice because 3 in a row, but you see, it's too long and I don't like it. And I'm sure that you don't like it as well. We don't want a long page. So click on the gallery, come here again, it's very easy. Let's put 3 on each column actually. So 3 columns. Now it looks good, and I'm happy with that. You see, it's not small, it's not big, the size is just perfect. And for this section, recognized as we need to copy this and paste style. But for picture, there is a little bit different actually setting. As you can see, well, I have set this picture to just let's check. I set the width of this picture to 100 pixel. Okay, just because I didn't know that I changed the original web page as well. I'm sorry for that, but it's okay. I can explain it to you here. So just change the width of the first picture to 100 pixel and go to change the width of the second and third picture to or logo to 50%, because I want them to look like this, and it looks more, you know, beautiful. And if each of them is 100%, they will take a lot of space that we don't really want that. But you need to actually put margin around, I mean, on the right side of this, the first picture, I mean the left side. Just click on the widget and go to margin, put 6 pixel, okay, and the next one is on the left, has 6 pixel. So 6 pixel for this, 6 pixel for this on the right and left. Now the next one is our contact us form. As you can see, too much padding around, and I want this picture, this image will be on the top. So how do we make this? As you can see, the padding is less and the image is on top. Let's take care of the actually the padding first. Let me first change this one, because we said that if the background is not white, we need to choose the color that is different shade of the background. So this one looks better now. Okay, now let's see the padding. Now the padding here is actually 4.4 and 2 on the right and left, 4.4 on top and bottom, but padding here is actually 4.4 top and bottom, and right and left 4.4, but we want 2 actually. We want 2 on the right, 2 on the right and left, and 4.4 top and bottom. Okay, it looks nice now. And well, of course we need to change because this one is also heading we have, or we do already know what is the setting for heading, and we just change it. And this one is okay, the form itself is okay. Now let's change the direction of this picture. Again, I'm sure that you know how to change the direction, right? Already you should know that. Just go to the widget, click on the section. Do you remember why do I click on the section? Because do you remember these section, these are the children of another subsection. Let me show you here on Navigator. This is the contact main section, okay? We don't want to talk about it. This is the subsection which has two sections: contact us form and the text and the image. We need this one. We need to click on this one, the subsection, and you can actually use Navigator. It's very useful tool. Click on this, and now you can click on this one, go to advanced, and just again order to the start. That's it. That easy. You can change the order of section, order of widgets by this order, anything. Now I change the order of section. Okay, now it looks great actually, but I can see now there is a minor problem. Do you see there is too much space between the fields? And let's check what space do I have. Row gaps. The row gaps is here 1.6 pixel or 16 is a 1.6 RAM or 16 pixel, but here is 3.2. It's too much for mobile, so I put it to 1.6, and that's it. It looks great, nice, but there is again one more thing for mobile. I want the bottom be in the center, but it's easy. You just go to your contact form, settings, come to buttons, and look, put in the center. That's it. Okay, we are done now with the mobile, our mobile responsive mode, and I believe that it looks really nice. Yes, it looks nice, and now it's time to change the setting for tablet. But before that, now again I see that it's maybe need to be a little bit more, down, like 3.2. Yes, it's better now. Okay, as you can see, in design process we need to always change. We need to review our design and change, because we are going to make a lot of mistakes, and trust me, it is absolutely normal to make mistakes. Now let's go and change the setting for tablet. Okay, now let's do the tablet version of our web page, and as you can see, this is the web page, the ready one. Actually, I already made it, and this is the one where we are going to work on it. So let's start from header, right? Let's start from header, and let's go to header setting. See if it. Okay, let's start from the hero section. Okay, as you can see, the font size is different from the font size here, and the section is actually a little bit more condensed. So let's make this one, because this is too large for tablet. I believe this is too large. So let's see what is the setting. I made the font size for tablet 3.6 RAM or 36 pixels, and a line height of 40 pixels or 4 RAM. And then I came to the section, the thing we did with mobile version, and I aligned it to the start. Okay, takes it to the top, and then I applied margin to the widget, 8 RAM of margin or 80 pixel of margin, so it looks like more natural. because if it is on the top, it doesn't look good at all. So this one, and for section, as you can see, the section height was about 80% on desktop, and now I made it 70%. So let's apply this setting, 70% of viewport height, and then again this one, we know what it is now, paste style. Okay, so this is this looks nice and exactly same. Let's go to next section. As you can see, again huge, right? Okay, I changed the font size again here from the mobile version, which was 5.2 to 3 rem. 3 rem is 30 pixel, right? 3 rem for size and for font size, and 1.2 rem or 12 pixels for line height. So I'm going to just copy this one, we already know what it is, and paste style. About this one, this subtitle, again, I made it like 1.4 rem or 14 pixel, just 2 pixels less than desktop. It looks more natural. Again, I copy and paste the style. And for spacing, as you remember, the convention of the mobile applies here as well. 4.4 top and bottom, and 2 right and left. Looks exactly same. And for this one also, let's apply the spacing in the section first. Top, I don't put any spacing because this section belongs to that one, so they should be close to each other. And 2 on the left and 2 on the right. Bottom again 4.4. You know, I am happy with having them 4 in a row, but the only problem is probably the icon size. Let's try to change the icon size to something like maybe 30 or 34. Yes, 34 looks better. So just let's copy and paste 34 here, and it looks great. And as you can see here, I haven't changed this one. What was it? 34. So I come here and put 34. Good. Okay, for the next section, again, we need to change the settings, of course. And these are repetitive, so we just copy and paste from this one, because it's heading 2. You already know the size of heading 2 on tablet and the size of subtitle. Copy and paste. Again, let's change the section spacing, 4.4, 4.4, and 2 on the right, 2 on the left, 2 rem or 20 pixel. Looks great, but the only difference is this one, the call to action widget itself. You can see that it stretches all over the screen, which I think it doesn't look very nice. I want a padding. Okay, it's easy, you already know how to make this padding. Just go to your section, go to advanced, 2 on the right, 2 on the left, and 4.4 on the bottom. Not for top, because again, this title is related to this one, so I want them to be close to each other. And the next section is just copy pasting, because they are exactly same. So I copy paste, I copy the style and paste it here. And again, we already know how to make this. Paste style, I mean the section, sorry, it was the section, copy and paste here. Okay, and as we can see, you can see that this section we already we didn't change it yet. So again, 4.4 on top, 4.4 on bottom, and 2 pixel left, 2 pixel right. Of course, I want the direction. I want to change this direction to here. But as you can see, let's have a look at here. As you can see, the padding of this text is different from here. So we need to change the padding. Let's have a look at the padding here. Padding here is 9 point, let's go to the widget, call to action widget, 9.6. But here I changed it to 5.6, which looks more natural. Let's change it to 5.6. rem. And one more difference is the width of the image. Look at here. Let's go to the original version. Let's go to image. Image is here 50%, but here is 60%. We change it to 50% because we don't want, because it's tablet, is a smaller, and we want to text be more prominent. And for here, we just need to change the padding side. It was 0 from, actually 0 from left and 5.6 from right, but width of the image should be 50%, and that looks nice now. Very well. Okay, next one again, title and subtitle. We know the style, we just give them the same style because of the consistency. You already know that. Go to your setting, section setting, 4.4 top, 4.4 bottom, 2 pixel, 2 pixel. Great. Let's see if the, okay, now we can see the table. The tables are here actually get wider, right? It's because we should change the widths. Do you remember we manipulated the widths of the tables in desktop version, and now we need to bring them back to 50%. I want this to be 50%, and this one also 50%. But as you can see, now we have they cover all the page, so 50% is too much probably. Let's make 45 here and 45 here. Yes, they are exactly same now. Now the testimonial. Testimonial, you can see here is nice, and the testimonial on top, the gallery on the bottom, and we want exactly same style here as well. How do we change? You already know that this section and this section is actually, they are children of this subsection, and we know that we with the power of Flexbox, we can just click on the section and change the direction. That's it. Now it's here and the first section is here, but it occupies half of the page. It means that we need to change the widths, the width of the section to 100, and here also to 100%. Again, I think yes, the pictures are too big, and it's better to make 4 columns image gallery. We come to the gallery and just put this number to 4, and that's nice. Yes, the spacing is nice. I like it. Okay, cool, exactly same. And this part, this part is recognized as part. We need to again change the top 4.4 right 2 button 4.4 left 2, and they are okay, and I wouldn't change. But the only difference is that, do you see they are not aligned? These are recognized as, and these this picture is not aligned, and I want to align them. Do you see there is a difference? The problem is that we need to, there is a padding by default in the section, and we need to just make the padding, put the padding to 0, and now they are aligned. You see, nicely aligned. Let's just copy this style from previous section and paste it here. Okay, the next one is actually our contact us form. Okay, now you can see that the contact us form, it looks like this now, but we want something like this. Okay, we want something like this. So how can we achieve this design? It's easy, again, with the power of Flexbox. But as you remember, let's just click on your navigator and go to this section. You know, the best practice working with navigator is to give a name to all of your sections in Elementor. For example, do you see this contact main section has a name? Do you see? And subsection is hidden. If you remember, we made a section, and in that section we made another 2 children. So the subsection is hidden. It's behind these 2 form and image. So now we want to change the direction of our children, the section children, right? So we need to click on the subsection, not the main section. Do you see it turns not this one, subsection, and go to layout, and that's it. Click on vertical. Now we have them here, but of course we need to change the form section to, of course, 100%, and this section as well to 100%. Okay, the only difference is again here, it occupies 40% of viewport height. So we also need to change here and put 40% of viewport height. Let's see the difference, another difference here. Yes, of course, as you can see, padding, and to set the padding for all section, we need to go to the main section and put padding here. 2 on the right, 2 on the left, and I will let's try 4.4 because this is a contact us bottom, and I want it to be kind of completely separated from other sections, and it looks okay now. Yes, and again, this is our heading, which we already made it smaller. Just copy, they are all same headings, and paste the style. But the color, don't forget, if the background color is call to action color, it's better to use the different shades, the darker shades of the background color. Do you see the difference? Now I make the body text, do you see? And now it gives you a better visibility. Great. Okay, and I think the rest is fine, right? The space is fine and the rest is fine. Looks nice, and of course you can change the direction just for to try different views. Actually, just change the direction, see which one is better. And by the way, we made it the column, right? It was like this, the row, and we made it column, and we can do reverse row or reverse column. Do you see? This one is for the normal column and this one is for reverse. And you can even change, and I think this design is actually, this design is okay, so I leave it as it is. Okay, this one is okay. I want it to be on the top, the picture to be on the top, and it looks very nice. Great. Okay, it was all I had to say about the responsive design, and we are done here. Our project is accomplished, and I hope that you enjoyed this journey. And I know it's long, but I really hope that you have learned something new in this course. And I know that the one thing that you should consider when you are designing a website. Designing a website is not a one-way process. I mean, you need to go and review again and again. And trust me, you are going to make a lot of mistakes, as everyone else does. So don't be disheartened, don't be disappointed. You are going to make mistake, and you're going to correct your mistakes. It's the very normal process actually in web designing, in UX designing. So I will be very happy to know your comments and if you really like this video, please comment and put your comments and let me know if you enjoyed, you learned something new, because my next course is going to be optimizing SEO on exactly this same site. So and follow my channel, and if you like my video, like it, and just share with your friends. Thank you very much. It was really my pleasure to make this course and to share my knowledge with you, and I'm waiting for you to share your knowledge with me in your comments. Thank you very much, and see you on the next course.